my audience. March 2000. From assassin shooting a reform leader to horrific tornadoes leaving hundreds injured. Can you believe that 55 Oscars went missing? Today I am going to talk about significant events that occurred in the month March of 2000. Many people do not know the significance of these events, as they would have a lasting impression on our nation. March 2000, when a 61-year-old junk scavenger discovered 55 Oscars and the hit song was Say My Name, written by Destiny's Child. For the next 6 minutes, I would like to share a few different important points about March 2000. First, the Constitution of Finland was rewritten March 1st, 2000. The working group was appointed to examine the need to consolidate and update the constitutional legislation. They brought together all constitutional provisions and condensed them into a single statute. After the change in the Finland Constitution, there was a significant shooting in Iran. On March 12, 2000, there was a gunman who shot an Iran reform leader in the face. The assassin fled on the motorcycle with an accomplice. Though the reform leader was not killed, he was severely injured and left severely disabled. He was left wheelchair-bound and unable to speak with a clear voice. 8 days later, on March 20th, 2000, the 55 Oscars that were stolen off the loading dock in an LA suburb weeks before the 72nd Academy Awards ceremony. He had called the LAPD and Roadway Express, who awarded him $50,000. The Academy gave him 2 seats to the Oscar Awards show. It was later discovered that the thieves got cold feet and dumped the Oscars awards in a dumpster behind Food for Less. They were later caught and received light sentences. It was later announced that the stolen Oscars were destroyed, as they were not going to hand them out to the winners. From this ordeal, R.S. Owens changed the way statues are sent. They're now sent by planes instead of land and accompanied by armed security. Only 5 days later in Russia, Vladimir Putin, who was an acting president, was formally elected in Russia on March 25th. Within his first term as president, the Russian economy grew and continued to grow for 8 straight years, along with an increased purchasing power of 72% following the post-communist depression and financial crisis. On the other hand, there was a change in the atmosphere that caused a sequence of events in north-central Texas and southern Oklahoma. A tornado formed March 28, 2000 and swept through Texas cities. This tornado left nearly 100 injured, with at least 2 reported dead in Fort Worth and Arlington. The aftermath of the tornado left multiple skyscrapers and buildings with significant damage. This tornado was part of a large severe outbreak, as the unstable weather caused an unstable atmosphere, along with it being moist outside. This tornado damaged 266 homes, and 28 of those homes were destroyed. The first of the 2 tornado watches were announced at 2:53 p.m. for north central Texas and southern Oklahoma. The path of the tornado was across 4 miles and 250 yards. Along with this one tornado, 9 others had occurred on March 28, 2000, but they were on a smaller scale. Another significant world event includes Taiwan ending the nationalist rule on March 18th. Decades of nationalist rule have come to an end as Taiwan's people elected Democratic Progressive Party. The Chinese nationalists took over Taiwan and settled there in 1949 when they lost the Civil War. With the elected president, fears may appear along with the conflict with China. Subsequently, on March 18th, Say My Name, written by Destiny's Child, was #1 for 3 weeks in a row. This song won 2 Grammy Awards and MTV Video Music Awards for Best R&B Video. along with being named the best song of 2000. It was also named number 7 on the list of 100 greatest girl group songs of all time. Equally important, March 8th was the hottest day of the month. The temperature reached 80.6 degrees during the day and 30.2 degrees overnight. The late winter warm spell continued until March 9th. The heat wave accumulated on March 9th, with both Flint and Detroit reaching 80 degrees. This weather was not only warm, but dry. Towards the end of the warm spell, several bush fires began, along with several acres of land catching fire in Saginaw, St. Clair, and Washtenaw counties. Overall, many people did not notice the significance of these events, as they would have a lasting impression on the nation. Whether it be 10 tornadoes that occurred in Texas and southern Oklahoma in a single day, or the number one song being Say My Name, written by Destiny's Child, for 3 weeks. All of these events occurred in March 2000 and have remained significant throughout the decades.